Hello, welcome to Scrap Time episode 780. My name is Christine, and on today's episode I'm showing you a technique using the Tim Holtz Distress Markers. Today I'm showing you a technique using the Distress Markers from Tim Holtz for Ranger. The markers come in the 36 colors of distress ink. It doesn't come in the seasonal colors, just the main colors. They have two ends. You have a brush end, and then you have a fine tip end. They are water-based, sort of the same formula as the distress inks, but now you have them in a easier to use way. So if you wanted to color in stamps, or you can even stamp with them. You can do piles of different techniques. I'm just going to show you one technique I came about when I was using these markers. So here is what I'm going to show you, is how I used the markers and then I got the color around it. I'm going to show you the technique. This is just one of sort of the finished ones. And then here I used a dot stencil just to show you a different color combination as well. And then here I was playing around and made a little postcard. And that's what I'm going to do today. So I have this little 6x6 stencil from the Crafter's Workshop I'm going to use. And I'm just going to use barn door and broken china markers today. I'm using the brush end. And so what I need to do is color in my stencil. So this may just take a little bit of time because you have to color in all the pieces of the stencil. So depending how detailed your stencil is would depend how long that will take, obviously. So I'm just going to quickly color in my stencil. So I have all the red colored in, and now I'm going to use my broken china to color in all the areas I want blue. So I finished coloring in my template here. You can see all my red and blue flowers. I'm going to lift it off. And that looks sort of cute and pretty as it is. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spray water. Now with the markers, just like the inks, they're all reactive with water. So as I spray the water, the ink is going to go, but you're still going to be able to see the flowers. It's just going to be this nice sort of all over background. So then I just move the color around to make it a nice sort of background wash. So depending how much water you put on will depend how much of the flower. But you can still see that texture in the background, and it just gives you that more sort of vintagey look about it, like this old pattern that may have faded away or that. And then you can give it a dry with your heat gun. So depending how much water you use, you can see how this one, the colors and the pattern held up a lot more, whereas this one, it's faded more into the background. It could just be, I used more water here, I don't know. Each time you use it, you get a different look to it. But I just think it's another fun way you can use your distress markers. Well, that's it for today's episode. However, I'd like to inform you that CHA starts on Tuesday. So be sure to check out our blog at www.scraptime.ca for all the latest excitement right off the floor of CHA. And then, as soon as we get back, probably on Friday, you'll start seeing some videos we filmed while we're there. So check out www.scraptime.ca for all the latest straight from the floor of CHA.